here, instead of the F tier, I'm gonna put tank, okay? We're not going to be ranking tanks for PvP. If you play tank in Arena, uninstall the game. Do all of us a favor. We don't want you around. Is this Havoc or Vengeance? I think this is them Vengeance. We don't want you in the Arena. Nobody likes you in the Arena as a tank. You know where you belong if you play a tank? In PvE, where you get slapped in the face, okay? I love strong tanks in PvE. I play a tank in PvE. It's lovely, it's super fun, it's super good. I enjoy it. Go there. Go do Mythic Plus. Go do raiding. Go become a flag carrier, okay? Get the fuck out of the Arena as a tank. Blizzard, if you're watching this part, ban the tanks from the Arena. The last thing I want to do is queue for a solo shuffle with Prot Paladin on the one team, Prot Paladin on the other team, okay? Fuck that. Or queue 2v2 versus double Prot, or Prot SP or something like that. Fuck that. Okay, molding aside, let's get into the classes. Now, personally, I'm going to speak about what we know up to this point. Why? Because I'm not Mr. Nostradamus. I cannot see the future. I cannot tell you how the changes are going to impact the classes on Wednesday. I will mention my speculation, but I will just based on what we have right now. We will start with Affliction Warlock, and I will actually get all the Warlock specs. I'm going to put Affli on S tier, same goes for Demo Warlock, and I will take Destruction once I find him, and I will put him on the B tier. Allow me to explain what is it. Maybe C tier? No, I will explain. Why do I have two Warlock specs into the S tier who will be rivaling each other, you know, who is strongest? Is it Demo or is it Affli? First of all, raw damage. Second of all, utility. Third of all, CC. Like, the toolkit. You give Gateway, right? You can run like a bitch, you have the Demonic Portal, you can heal like a bitch, you have a Passive Absorb Shield, you have Sacrificial Pact, you have Unending Resolve, you have Spammable Fear, you have Coil into Fear, you have many things that you can provide. You can provide your group with Hellstones, you can peel insanely well, Spammable Curses, you know, Curse of Tanks annoying the healers, not every healer can dispel curses, looking at Priests mainly and Paladins, not every Curse of Weakness against melees. So, like, you can see how this class, if someone knows how to play Warlock, they dominate the arena. Like, you can do that. You can do that. You can dominate an entire arena when you play a lock, okay? And right now, if I'm going to take the Shadow Priest, which is the next one that I am actually going to be putting in S tier category, this right here is the present biggest issue in my eyes. Shadowplay. I have already spoken about this. You give Vampiric Embrace, you give Void Shift, you have Void Tendrils to give utility, you know, root to the group. You have your Siphon, which you can now shield, you can bop, you can do some truly degenerate gameplay. Like, I could see a Holy Paladin Shadowplay just because you can bop the Siphon against some physical comps, but I would probably prefer to see some other, like, you know, I would go with the fucking Mistweaver. Can you imagine? Can you imagine people cocooning the fucking Siphon, and the Siphon just doesn't die, and it goes full cast mode? I mean, it's probably a 1.5k rating decision to do something like that, right? But hey, you can do it now, okay? You can shield them. So I don't know, like, bruh. Anyway, this is a problem. They passively destroy the arena. They can control the arena themselves. Now, next one, I'm going to actually place the healing specs. Now, I don't play a healer. I never played a healer in PvP. My opinion regarding the healers is not credible. I can only say what I am seeing on the other end of the arena when I'm playing a Feral Druid. I am biased, okay? I have played Shadow Priest, I have played a Warlock in the past, I've played against them most of the time, but I have zero... Like, if you ask me what is the toolkit of a Resto Druid, I can tell you because I play a Druid. You know, the basics. I can tell you jack shit about Paladin. Why is Brewmaster not in the tank tier? Anyway, I cannot tell you about Holy Paladin. I don't know how they heal. I cannot tell you about Mistweaver. I know they are annoying shit. We will get there, okay? Disclaimer aside, I'm gonna put Discipline Priest into the B tier category. Oh, I didn't speak about Destro. I will speak about Destro after this. Why do I put Disc Priest in the B tier category personally? Now, I've noticed that this priest has... it can survive. Like, this priest can survive. But you kick him on Holy, he's fucked. He no longer has Shadow Mend. He only has one school of magic that he can do. And I believe this actually this increases the risk. But at the same time, I can see that this priest being able to do some insane, absurd amount of shielding. Like, maybe you would pair this priest with Feral in twos. Because, like, you know, Feral can heal himself. And you can do healing over time. And this guy can shield you. He doesn't really need to pump a lot of healing. If he does pump a lot of healing, he goes out of mana. I would put this priest right there. For Holy, I have zero idea. Like, I'm gonna put him in the B tier category, but I have no... Like, this is me going random crap Holy, okay? Don't take this seriously. Don't take my Holy Priest into B tier seriously. This is nothing. Now, Paladins. I have noticed that the situation against Holy Paladins is their defensives. Allow me to explain. You see, he has a lot of things to do, but when he's out of all those things, he can actually die. Like, how many times has the enemy Holy Paladin done the bubble, and immediately you're like, you know what? He's in the wrong place at the wrong time, kill him. 100-0. This is something that I'm still noticing, but at the same time, I'm noticing them being able to hold their own. I think that Holy Paladin is in a good spot, personally, from what I've fought, okay? Like, again, I don't mean a Holy Paladin. I'm gonna put him as well into, where would I wanna put him? I would want to put Holy Paladin. I don't even know how easily he runs out of mana. Maybe if some of you guys in the chat know, or in the comments down below know, please enrich my knowledge with this part. I'm gonna put him in the A tier. Now, do I want to do that? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to put it like, maybe I should put both of these in A. Yeah, I'm gonna put both of these in A tier, actually. And I'm gonna leave this one in B, because, like, they don't feel weak to play. They're just not broken. No, it's back to B. They're not weak. They're just not broken as a motherfucker. For example, broken as a motherfucker was Holy Priest. All the way back in Shadowlands, you guys remember the degenerate gameplay that Holy Priest could do. The degenerate fucking healing that they would do. I mean, RMP fucking won as, you know, Season 1, Season 3, Season 4. And Season 3 and Season 4 was with Holy Priest. We're talking about preposterous amounts of healing and survivability. So we're gonna leave them like this. And we're gonna move to Mr. Tree. Now, even though Mr. Tree is a very strong healer, I find it very easy as a Feral to get him out of mana. Why? I mean, the situation with the rest of Druid is very easy, right? You dot his friends, you dot a target, you kill a target, you start hitting friend number A. He put the HOTS on friend number A, and then you swap, you hit friend number B. And then he has to put the HOTS on friend number B. And then you go back to A, or you go back to the rest of Druid. What I'm saying is that I find it fairly easy to tax him out of his mana. So, even though he has a very good toolkit with Reg stance, Maim stance, he can also be punished for this. Like, if you see a Druid in cat form, if you manage to catch a Druid in cat form, a Resto Druid, you can fuck him up. Like, it's a risky situation. He does have very, very good toolkit. He has Cyclones. He has, I don't even know if you guys play with Ursul's Vortex anymore, but he has a lot of things he can do. Hotaru 96, not to be mistaken with Hotaru 95 or 97. Thank you for the follow, my friend. You get a flex. Welcome to the Shiny Army. We continue. So they have a really good toolkit, but again, I find it easy to drain them out of mana. Maybe this is because I play a Feral Druid and I can swap on demand. You know, I can see the perspective of an Arms Warrior, or at least mobile class, LS mobile class. Maybe Frost Decay? Maybe Red Paladin? These guys would probably struggle a lot against this bitch. Against this dude. The one and only our Mr. Tree. I love Resto Druids. If you main a Resto Druid, by the way, I love you. I love you. You're so beautiful. Okay? Continue to just, you know, contribute to the community, man. Continue to exist. Love you, man. Like, honestly. Love trees. I'm biased towards trees. PvP, I've always been biased towards trees. Why? It's not just the HOTS. I have been, short parenthesis, I have been playing Bloody K for many years. All the way back, up until, BFA, I was doing Mythic Plus. I was doing preposterous amounts of instant healing, but I had 0 ways of healing over time to sustain myself. And they would just give me the HOTS, and I told them, you know, just hot me up. Go PV mode, go, you know, DPS. And they would hot me up, and they would DPS, and I would just kill back with Death Strike, you know? For what is this tier list? For PvP. Current PvP. Thank you for the first time chat, by the way, my friend. This is Shadowlands, not Shadowlands, Jesus fucking Christ, no Shadowlands. Dragonflight PvP, until this Wednesday. I will speak how the nerfs will affect this list. So, let's keep going with the other healer, who I believe is Resto Shaman. Now, Resto Shaman is, everybody says that it is a weak target. I think Resto Shaman can sustain himself. I like the spammable purge that he has. The situation is that I think he has the weakest healing defensive spells of all the other classes. Allow me to elaborate. You see, you have Healing Tide, which you can kill. You have Spirit Link, which can one-tap. You have lovely ranking classes, are we? Yeah, when it comes to PvP, yep. I wanna put Resto Shaman on the B tier category as well. Like, I think that if you have a guy that can burst, like, can you imagine if you're Shadow Priest Feral and you're fighting against a Resto Shaman? Or if you're Kitty Cliff, if you are a TSG, if you are a Turbo, I feel like on the Resto Shaman and just fucking, you know, destroy the guy. You can kill him. So yeah, I'm gonna put him on the B tier category. And yeah, like, it is what it is, right? Let's keep going with the casters and then we'll address the melee. I'm saving the melee for last, okay? Now, Arcane Mage. I'm gonna put Arcane Mage in the A tier category. Why? Well, the thing is with Arcane Mage, you get kicked on Arcane, you can't blink, right? But you get kicked on Arcane, you can Ice Block. This is why I will put Frost Mage on the B tier category right now, is because if you get kicked on Frost as a Frost Mage, you die. Like, you can die there on the spot, like, pow, dead. You know, like, in this fucking lockout window, you die. Arcane just doesn't give a fuck. You have like 5,574 absorb shields. You have the alter time situation. I mean, all of them have it. Yeah, but you have mass invisibility. Do all of the mages have mass invisibility? Mass greater invis? Let me know. But for real, the Arcane, I believe, can just pump a guy. You can nuke a guy from the orbit, 100 to 0. But you don't do cleaving damage. You just fucking zug. Like, could I see Destruction Warlock? Oh, hello. Devil at 606. Ooh, 666, the number of the beast. Thank you for the follow. Not to be mistaken with Devil at 665 or 667. These are two individual people, okay? Like, we have the 666 person, okay? Who probably plays a Warlock, or, you know, maybe he's Satan. Hi, Satan. I could see, like, maybe those two working. Or can you imagine Arcane Mage and Demolog? I'm pulling stuff out of my ass, by the way. I'm just thinking of the maximum cheese. Arcane Mage and Assassination Rogue. Just pow! You know, or Sub Rogue, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Chicken. Chicken will be the first D tier. Now, why am I putting the chicken on the D tier? Am I insane? A little bit. But why do I do something like this? Well, they flop. Sure, they have very fast clones. They have... No, you know what? I'm gonna move it to C tier because Root Beam and Clone. A very fast clones. Maybe you will give Innervate to the... Yeah, you give Innervate, but I mean, it's fucking... Would you get a fucking higher ranking because of Innervate? I mean, they don't do damage and they flop. So yeah, like, listen. You can make LSD work probably. Can I ask you a question about the tank tier list? Absolutely. Go away. No, don't go away. I'm sorry. Absolutely go ahead. This is what I wanted to say. Though I will probably address the question after this part of the stream. Okay, ask away. I will not forget for your question. Maybe you could play an LSD, Affley Lock Boomy, but if you're an Affley Lock, why the fuck would you get a Boomy and not a Shadow Priest? The problem with classes like Boomy... No, it's not go away. It's go ahead. It's the phrasal verb situation. I apologize. But yeah, the problem with classes like Boomy right now is that why the fuck would you get a Boomy when you can get an Elemental Shaman, which is better? I don't know, like, I wouldn't do that. Why would I get a Boomy when I can get a Frost Mage? Why would I get a Boomy when I can get a... Not even a Deathstroke, to be honest. Maybe I should lower Deathstroke around this part. But no, Deathstroke can actually do damage. Boomy doesn't do damage, you know? So, let's speak. Let's speak about the rest of the casters. Now, Fire Mage. I believe that Fire Mage will B or C. Why? Because, I mean, you don't really one-shot. But if you're kicked on fire, you can blink and at the same time you can Ice Block. What would Fire play with? You could play Fire RMP, right? Why would you not play Frost RMP? I mean, I would put Fire on the B because you still have the toolkit that you did. Then again, you have your Fire Breath in the 45-second cooldown window. I mean, this affected the whole mages. I'm gonna put Fire on the B tier because you're a mage. Mage always will fucking work. I will respond to that question after this part of the stream. As I said, Mr. or Miss Hutaru 96, I'm not forgetting about this. I don't forget, you know, about my chatters. Who else do we have when it comes to casters? I don't see any other caster. I see only ranged DPS. Look at Mistweaver. Look at Mistweaver not being an S tier. Look at Mistweaver not being an S tier. Why is Mistweaver not being an S tier? Oh, you're biased. No, I am not biased. I am not biased. The guy can teleport throughout the entire fucking arena. He can roll away. He can do a kick. He can knock you back with a Jade Lightning. He can cocoon himself while stunned. He can teleport while stunned. He can do this. He can do that. Cocoon doesn't break. Can he cocoon himself while stunned? I don't know, but he can fuck away for sure. Cocoon got buffed. Their healing got buffed. They never run out of mana. You have this fucking Mr. Sonic, okay? I don't know if you guys know the game Sonic, okay? You have Mr. Sonic playing World of Warcraft, okay? So fuck this bitch. It's an S fucking tier, and I won't have it. I won't have it. Anyway, so yeah, this is the healer situation right there. And now we go to the ranged guys, which I will put survival. I want to put survival in the A tier category with BM. With BM. Why? A. Consistent damage. B. Jungle cleave. That's the two reasons. Okay, that's the two reasons. Okay, it doesn't matter. You can tell me, oh, they flop. Oh, they die. Yeah, but what is a hunter gonna play? You can play Red Hunter, arguably, but come on, who the fuck plays with a red, right? So, you're gonna play jungle. And if you play jungle, you're just not gonna die. Why are you not gonna die? Because the cat is gonna peel for you. And if the cat peels for you, you're gonna be fine. At the same time, you have the, you know, like, it's easier for you to land traps now. You have way more toolkit as a fucking... No, I don't want to say toolkit. I want to say, like, you're not as brained as you were. It's fun time to be a hunter. You do nice damage, okay? Do I want to put hunters higher than the Distraction Warlock? I mean, it's not damage-wise. Again, it's the combination that you can punt. Like, for example, if I were to fucking judge Jungle Cleave right now, I would put Jungle Cleave in the S tier category. And I believe under that would be Kitty Cleave when it comes to Feral. Yeah, because warrior good, right? Anyway, let's get to Marksman, which is a meme. We're gonna put Marksman in the D tier category. Like, it's killable, it's super squishy, it's super easy to kill, it doesn't pump as much damage. And, why would you play Marksman when everything else is better? Why? You don't do enough damage? You die? At least Survival brings a fucking Mending Bandage to get rid of the fucking bleeds against Ferals and against fucking, you know, warriors. So why would you... It just doesn't fucking make sense, right? And let's get to the melees. Frost Decay. I mean, I'm gonna put Frost in the C tier category. They can pump damage, but why would you play Frost when you can play Unholy? You also die easier than Unholy. I will put Unholy, do I want to put Unholy in the A tier or on the S tier? I'm gonna put Unholy on the A tier situation category, okay? Because, like, sure, they were nerfed, the self-healing was nerfed, but again, you still have a Rune of Spell Warding doing, absorbing enough amounts of damage, you have your AMS, you have your AMZ, at the same time, Unholy with Warrior will fucking melt. Hero Cleave, I believe, will be able to fucking, well, not anymore, but, you know, like, it's super strong. But what did I miss? We're talking about, you know, PvP tiers. I'm gonna put Unholy right here. You have like a few situations where you can play with, and it's solid. You die though, okay? Like, you die. Now, you die. You find a warrior in the enemy team, you die. You find a Mistweaver, not a Mistweaver, sorry, Windwalker Monk in the enemy team, you die. You find a Rogue in the enemy team, you die. You find a Feral in the enemy team, you die. I mean, you guys are getting the point, right? Maybe I should put him high B. I'll put Unholy high B tier, actually, because you can just fucking hit and delete an Unholy DK. Then, we're gonna be moving to... I'm actually saving the Rogues for last. Fuck the Rogues, man. We're gonna be moving into Warriors. Now, Arms, by the way, I've heard that it is super weak. It has some bleed gimmicky ways to kill. His damage is kinda low, but not really. You can make Arms work. You can make Arms work more than a chicken and more than a Frost Decay in my eyes. This is why I'm gonna put Arms in the B tier category, but like low B. You know, low B. You disarm an Arms Warrior and he flops in the same global. That's like, this is the situation, you know, like, he's killable, but I can see him work. as a fucking spec in general in the arena, you know? And, well, that's kind of the situation that we have with fucking Arms Warrior. I believe that, here's the problem. Why would you bring an Arms Warrior when you can not bring an Arms Warrior and bring someone else? Someone else being the obvious fucking pick other than Arms Warrior, who is the next guy that we're gonna be talking about. I mean, fellas, it's Fury. It's Fury, isn't it? Of course it's Fury. You see, Fury is a bit of a mongo situation. You go in there like a big dick in a locker room, you get your dick out, you get your damage out, you get in there, give healing reduction, and you do insane amounts of damage. I believe that a fucking Fury Warrior with a Feral Druid, a nice skitty cleave out there, you know? A really nice skitty cleave out there. I'ma put him though on low B tier, or sorry, on low A tier, because like, sure, you can heal a lot, but at the same time, you're kiteable, and at the same time, you don't really bring a lot. Like, you bring Raleigh, and maybe an AoE Fear Break, if you spec into that. Stormbolt, sure, you bring a stun, but you don't really bring a lot. Like, let's compare everything else. You know, this guy brings a fucking trap. Sure, you have your fear, but, you know what? No, I'm gonna put him on the same situation. No, because, like, you have roots, you have the traps, you have the harpoon situation with survival, you have the mending bandage to offer to remove the bleeds, you have the roar of sacrifice. No, you can't compare the warrior with the fucking survival hunter. I apologize, yeah, it was a bad comparison. Nah, and if the enemy team has a fucking arcane mage, you're never gonna play the game to begin with. Same goes with Vanilla Shaman. So yeah, we're gonna leave Fury over there. Enhancement Shaman. I'm gonna put Enhancement Shaman better than Unholy. It's A or B. A or B tier, I wanna say. I'm gonna put him on A tier. But here's the situation with Enhancement Shaman. You revolve around a cheesy one-shot with an Elemental Blast. I know it got nerfed, but I've still seen like some numbers. 180k. Power! Dead. Deleted! No longer existing, you know? So I'm gonna put him over there, but then again, he doesn't have that much utility either. Like, you can Hex, it can get kicked. It's the worst CC that you offer in the game. Now, I think I'm gonna keep them like this, just because of Turbo. But no other reason why those two would be, like, if I had, like, I would put Fury there here, like, low A, and Enhance being high B or something. Yeah, I'm gonna put it like this. Sure, you can heal a lot on yourself, but Disarm affects you a lot, your Milestone generation. Like, there are ways to counter these fucking classes. Speaking of classes that you can counter, we're gonna put the Retribution Paladin in the D tier category. Guys, F for Eds Paladin. I believe that if you still play Retribution Paladin after all these gears, you're a masochist. I'm sorry, but you are. Like, you believe you're an angel, but you're a chicken. Why? One thing at a time. He bubbles, you kill him after the bubble. He bobs, you purge the bob and then you kill him. He does Shield of Vengeance, who cares, you kill him through. Eye for an eye, half of the people actually do magic damage, you kill him through Eye for an eye. Blessing of Sacrifice on a target, you swap to the Paladin. Like, no matter what this guy does, he just can't win. And oh my god, he does his wings, he's ready to destroy you! And he gets Polymorph. And then his spell happens and he gets Polymorph. Like, the moment, you know for a fact that if you're a Warlock, or if you're fighting against, I even fucking did that on my fucking Pearl Druid, okay? I see the Paladin popping wings, okay? And I was not a kill target. Clone. I foresee the enemy priest about to mass this spell, and I start recasting the clone. Empty clone, you know? And as the clone is about to expire, clone, root, you know, get his Hand of Freedom out there, you know, like, and usually they will do Freedom Wings and go, which the Freedom will probably have expired by the time that the clones will go off, so you can like root. You can just you can make a Paladin hate his life in the arena. If you play a Red Paladin, my condolences. And everyone that molds about what they can do, I mean, sure, in a one-on-one situation, maybe they seem strong, but the game is not balanced around one-on-ones. It's balanced around 3v3s. You know, even in 2v2, can you tell me of a fucking comp that you would take with a Red Paladin? Can you imagine if you're playing Red Rogue and you go against Shadow Priest Demo, or Shadow Priest Resto Druid, or Shadow Priest, actually anything with Shadow Priest, Warlock Mistweaver, Warlock Resto Shaman, Warlock Resto, Mistweaver, Warlock Druid, Warlock Priest? Bro, like, you're not gonna be playing that game. Let's just fucking be honest. You're just never gonna fucking get to connect over there. So yeah, D tier. Speaking of D tier, we're gonna put Havoc Demon Hunter in the S tier category because it has big dick maximum schlong. Now, again, everything I'm saying here is before the nerfs that are going to arrive to us in 2 days, okay? I'm seeing this as an S tier Demon Hunter. The damage is preposterous, the self-healing is preposterous, you give darkness, you have blur, you biggest, thickest, maximum, slongest damage, you brute force everybody, you kill them, it's not even fucking close. Bro, like, you delete guys, like, you destroy people, man. You even have reverse magic to annoy the fucking casters even more. This is maximum damage. I'm gonna take the Monk now, and I'm gonna put Monk in the A tier category, better than Hunter, better than this guy, better than this guy. Now, why? See, Monk actually flops. Monk dies. You can kill a Monk fairly easily. The situation is that he tends to kill you first. Like, you need to be able to know how to counter his biggest, dickest, maximum, slongest damage. Actually, you know what? I can't put him better than this. I'm gonna put him down here, man, to be honest. Maybe high B. Maybe high B tier. I don't know, because you can kill him. Like, he flops. He does karma. And you don't give a fuck. Like, sometimes as a Feral, just fucking power through karma. And if I play with a red, like, he bops me. Or with a holy, he bops me. And even if, like, he does this, like, there are so many ways in which you can counter this bitch. Because, like, it's all about the one-shot. If you don't get one-shot, you kill him. Like, you win. He doesn't do sustained damage. Like, at least not against me, right? And at the same time, my favorite thing against Windwalkers, you know that they attack very fast? I just pop thorns on myself and they kill themselves. I fought against this guy, Windwalker Monk, and my highest damage done was actually thorns. It was... You just dot him up, you go bear form, you pop thorns, and he dies. He just killed himself via thorns. I think that many people do that, by the way. They're like, oh, Feral dots me up and goes bear and I die. Yeah, stop hitting through thorns. And now, we have the 3 rogue classes. Outlaw. A tier. Why? Because you're a rogue. Listen. You're a rogue in World of Warcraft. It's as if you're a mage. It's as if you are a warlock. You have the toolkit. You have the infinite amount of CC. You just don't do that much damage as an outlaw. But the other bitches do, so we're gonna put the other 2 in the S tier category. And if you guys don't believe me and you start molding, oh my god, rogues die, yeah. Wait until a fucking was plays it, or wait until we see fucking RMP dominating again, okay? Because if I see RMP taking yet another fucking ladder, I will lose my shit, okay? Subtlety can CC the entire arena by himself. Assassination just has broken damage. Listening to this song makes me think back of the one thing BFA did well. True, BFA had very nice music. Let me actually increase the volume for you guys, since you guys like it, because... Listen. Brothers, sisters, listen. There's only one spec remaining before we get to the dragons. Feral Druid. I'ma put Feral in the highest A tier category I can. We are strong, but we are naked. Allow me to elaborate. Healing, we do. Damage, we do. Pills. What's the problem? Our toolkit. Where is my Cyclone? Where is Roaring to Clone? Do we need them? Not really. But I play a Feral. I play a Feral when I want to play like a cat. I don't play a Feral. I don't play a Feral in order to be a Warrior 2.0. No, listen, it would benefit me if I said that Feral was weak, but Feral is strong. The Feral community is, we're not as weak as the Rogues. Nobody's as weak as the Rogues. There hasn't been a melee that is as strong as the Rogue ever since, I don't know, like the beginning of fucking time or something, you know? As for the tanks that you guys are seeing here is, I don't pay attention, like this is for PvP. We don't give a fuck about tank in PvP. Let's talk about the 2 other specs, okay? the dragon specs. If I would put Devastation Evoker in B tier, sure, he has his gimmicky one-shot with the Fire Breath, but he gets one-shot. And I'm gonna put the Preservation Evoker in the S tier. I think that the Preservation Evoker is the strongest healer by far, and I'm truly hoping I don't see a degenerate gameplay with Preservation Evoker Shadow play. I'll fucking lose my shit. Now, we're done with this part of the video, and now we go to after the nerfs, after the fixes, okay? After the changes that we will be receiving from our beloved company that we all fucking love, Blizzard! Yeah, okay, let's check this shit out. So, Shadow Priest was nerfed in his healing, but it's not gonna affect him. Shadow Priest is gonna be right there. It's not gonna affect him, okay? But the changes that I'm seeing, Demon Hunter, the changes overall, and the nerfs in the PvP part, there's gonna be a situation. There's gonna be a problem. And the problem is gonna be very, very simple. I believe that they're gonna get nerfed when it comes to damage, when it comes to healing. I think we will see Demon Hunter flopping all the way either low A or high B. This is what I'm speculating after the nerfs, okay? I emphasize on after the nerfs. He goes from the strongest melee to not the strongest melee. I believe that the nerfs in Assassination will not even have an impact. As a matter of fact, the nerfs in Subtlety will actually put him in the S tier category, but lower than Assassination, because Assassination can just brute force the damage, okay? Now, other than that, we also have to address, I mean, BDK, who the fuck gives a fuck about BDK? Tanks, I'm not going to talk about at all. We're going to get to Protection Paladin. Again, I'm not talking about tanks. Fire, Undispellable Combustion, I took into consideration when I put fire into the B tier category, otherwise it would have been in the D tier category, okay? So, like, we're gonna leave fire over there. Again, the rogues are not going to get changed. Warrior is going to be a little bit affected, but not really. So, maybe this happens. Maybe, whoop! You know? Like, instead of going, whoop! Like, whoop! Just like that. This is how I describe the fucking class, right? And now we get to the Warlock nerfs. Will they start to flop? Kinda. Will their damage get affected? Not really. What I believe will happen is that these two specs will just go like this. Like, it will go behind Shadow Priest, you know? Maybe those two will be able to die, but again, good luck killing the Warlock with the Shadow Priest on the team and with the fucking Monk on the fucking Mistweaver Monk on the team, or with a Resto Druid on the team, or with a Preservation Evoker on the team, or with anybody on the team. You're not gonna reach them. You're not gonna get there. Okay, you're gonna be able to do some damage, I guess, and maybe, but Warlock doesn't go down into the A tier category. So like, you see that the changes that happen are minuscule. Why? Because Affli will still be able to just destroy the entire arena just by passively existing. You go in there, you do your soul swap, and everybody fucking dies, you know? At the same time, not everybody can dispel agonies, and people don't really want to dispel fucking, you really don't want to dispel the Unstable Affliction. Like, I don't know, it's so fucking weird, the situation that we have right now. We need to see tuning. I want to see red buffs. I want to see MM buffs, okay? But, like, I don't want to see them being able to do the one-shot. I want to see buffs in a sense that makes them, you know, like, compete with the other spots, okay? I want to see some changes, really. Not really buffs in reds in MM. I want to see changes. And I want to see limitations. I want to see a nerf, a hard nerf on Shadow Priest, okay? I want to see lower tuning in this 1, 2, 3 specs need nerfing. This one needs a lower toolkit. We need to start addressing this situation, guys. We need to start seeing this. Like, Blizzard, honestly, if you guys are listening to this, you need to change that. And, yeah, I think we're gonna leave it here. Leave me a comment, by the way, if you have a different experience. Like, everything I'm saying, keep in mind, is from the eyes of a feral druid, or from a cat. And, I don't know, like, maybe your perception, maybe your, not perception necessarily, maybe your reception is way different than mine is. So, yeah. I don't know, maybe you should tell me. Maybe you should let me know.